Hey there, I am Realtor Book of Katisha Walker Realty, and today we're going to talk about the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, better yet known as NACA, right after this. Okay, let's just jump right into it. We're going to keep this video short and concise. We're going to get straight to the meat and potatoes. NACA is a very complex program that we can sit here and speak about all day, getting into every little nook and cranny and the details of this, that, and the third, the goods, the bads, and all of that. But again, we like to keep our videos kind of short and concise and give you the meat and potatoes of it. So let's talk about the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. Thus, you have NACA, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. The Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, NACA, was comprised or built to counter the lack of home ownership that was left in the wake of the early 2000s subprime lending and housing market crash. There happened to be an excellent program, in my opinion. Again, in my opinion, a lot of this today, I'm going to speak from my opinions and my dealing, and the brokerage here at Katisha Walker Realty, our dealings with helping NACA approved clients find the homes of their dreams. I'm also going to read a few excerpts from the website itself. So what, again, I said that I'm gonna keep it short. So anything else that you really need outside of this video, you can go straight to the NACA website and read it all for yourself. You can Google, you can YouTube, and get all the information that you need. I'm just here to give you the meat and potatoes. Okay, so let me just read this. Now, again, I can speak on it straight from the head, but I'd rather give you the information straight from NACA so that I don't miss any information that you probably need. All right. So let's talk about NACA. The Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America is a nonprofit community advocacy and home ownership organization. NACA's primary goal is to build strong, healthy neighborhoods in urban and rural areas nationwide through affordable home ownership. NACA has made the dream of home ownership a reality for thousands of working people by counseling them honestly and effectively, enabling even those with poor credit to purchase a home or modify their predatory loan with far better terms than those provided even in the prime market. So that came straight off the website. You can actually go to NACA.com, NACA.com, and read it for yourself. So we're going to go through the pros and the cons, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit. You know, most people do the pros first and then the cons second. I'm going to touch on the pros, on some of the cons first, because what you're going to find, life has it. Although we think that NACA is a great program to help, create home ownership, there's so many people that are going to knock it down for simple things that, to me, is simplistic. And I wrote a few down, so I'm going to read them. Number one, they're going to talk about the stringent qualification process. They're going to talk about the time-consuming approval process. They're going to talk about the limited property options. They're going to talk about a membership fee. They're also going to talk about the geographic locations. But come on, people. Once you understand what NACA is about and why their process is so stringent, why they put things in place, it's a little bit easier to understand. It's easier to understand why the process is so hard. Listen, nothing is free in this life. If I'm giving you something, I want to make sure that you're going to utilize it in the proper fashion. I want to make sure that you're not going to just squander my money away, my time, my effort, my energy that I put into helping you become a homeowner. Let's think about it. Stringent qualification process. Of course, I'm helping you. Now, I may not be giving you money in your pocket, but I'm helping you to keep money in your pocket. These are things that you won't get with a conventional loan. All right. So, of course, I'm going to make my vetting process very stringent because I'm not giving you money to squander it. I'm not giving you money to lose the home tomorrow. 6 months later, that home is in foreclosure. No, I'm going to make you go through a process. I'm going to teach you how to have good spending habits, how to have good saving habits. I'm going to really stress you having good saving habits and bill paying habits to make sure that it comes as first nature, not second nature, first nature to pay that mortgage on time, to pay that insurance on time, to make sure that you're not wasting money and you can eat tomorrow. Because if you can't eat, if you don't have money to eat, you're definitely not going to pay your mortgage. You're going to eat before you go to pay your mortgage. All right. So again, you have to understand that NACA, with their counseling and their stringent processing, is going to help to make you a better person in those areas, which in turn is going to help you to maintain your home ownership. All right. So I don't want to dive into each one of the negatives, because to me, that's a waste of time. If the program is not for you, if you're not strong-willed, you don't have a strong mind, you can't give up on a few of the perks that you're used to in the name of bettering your living position, your financial future with home ownership, then this program is not for you. Go the conventional way. Spend an extra lot of money, a lot of money that you will spend. All right. Oh, you know what? I actually want to target the fees, because I got into, well, it wasn't even a back and forth. It was a forth. I responded. They counter responded, and I left it alone. Oh, NACA has fees. I said, okay, even if they have fees for you to pay, I said, whatever the amount of fees that NACA is asking you to pay is very trivial in comparison to the money you will save. And I'm going to give you round figures. They're not exact figures, so don't quote me. But let's just be real with it. Let's do the math. If with closing fees, PMI, appraisal fees, whatever it is that NACA actually helps save you money, and may come up to a round figure, let's just say $20,000. But they ask you for $120 per year. Can we do the math on that? Can we do the math on that? Go the conventional route, spend the $20,000 out of pocket, save you $120 a year. Or spend $120 a year and save the $19,000 and change. I just don't get the concept of the people that are naysayers. All right. Maybe they're just rich and they don't need it. But for the people that do need it, don't knock it down. All right. So now I'm going to get into some of the pros, because the pros always outweigh the cons. It's really an issue of willpower, period. Your willpower, your stamina. If you can sit there and go through this stringent process, you come out better on the other side. So I'm going to read right now. This is straight off the website, so you can actually go there and read it yourself. NACA, America's best mortgage program. The incredible NACA mortgage allows NACA members to purchase their homes with no money down, no closing costs, no fees, no requirement for perfect credit, and at below market interest rate. Everyone gets the same incredible terms, including the below market interest rate, regardless of their credit score or other factors. NACA also provides free comprehensive housing services. NACA counsels members into the extraordinary NACA mortgage using character-based lending criteria that takes each member's circumstances into account to determine whether they are ready for home ownership and what they can afford. This is in contrast to risk-based pricing, where people are often given loans they cannot afford, while brokers and others make tremendous fees and profits. Okay, so as I mentioned early on in the video, we're not going to keep you long. We dropped in just to give you the bare bones, give you the meat and potatoes of what NACA is, some of the pros, some of the cons. We didn't want to spend a lot of time on the cons because the cons don't outweigh the pros. All right, so before I go, I want to stop to say to you that we here at Katisha Walker Realty, we are not agents of NACA. We are not paid by NACA. We are not affiliates of NACA. We just happen to be a brokerage that knows how to navigate through the NACA requirements to help NACA approved clients find the homes of their dreams. Furthermore, I have to stress that dealing with the NACA program is not for the faint of heart. You have to have a strong will. You have to have the will to change your spending habits, to change your saving habits, and to change your bill paying habits. All right. This is the way to get through the NACA program. Have the patience, have the persistence. And when you're ready, if needed, reach out to us and let's see how we can make your real estate dreams become real estate realities. And as always, I want to thank you for tuning in to Book's World. And if this video has helped you in any way, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.